Sagittarius, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. So for this love reading, I'm going to be pulling a 5-card draw. The first represents you. The second represents the other person. The third represents the relationship. The fourth represents the past, and the fifth represents the future. So before I even want to continue, I want to actually give you this red rose as a token of my love and appreciation for supporting me and my channel. So thank you all for just support and stuff. So I'm going to just use a vampire deck, and then I'm going to pull a vampire oracle. So let's get started for Sagittarius. The first card is you. It's the Daughter of Grails. It's the Page of Cups. You seem to be like in a situation where you want to, you have this kind of daydreamy kind of idea about love, saying, what do I want in this relationship? And it just looks like, if you look here, it just looks, like you're kind of in the maybe single phase, or you're kind of going through life thinking, what do I want in this relationship? And it just seems like you're just kind of creating, what the future, what kind of, future relationship you want. So that's kind of an interesting, just kind of being, because that's kind of like the idea child card is a Page of Cups. It's like, you normally see somebody, standing there with a table fish in a cup, just kind of wondering, how do I pursue this goal? So the second card is the other person. Oof. The Prince of Skulls. This is the Knight of Pentacles. It seems like, you may have your eyes on an earth sign. It's, this person, whoever it is, seems to be financially stable and stuff like that. And whoever it is, it just seems like, a really good match for you, because, fire and earth, can actually be a good combination, because normally you can see something like logs and fire, which can be a harmonious situation. But whatever it is, if you look here, it just seems like this person is sort of waiting for you, just saying, Sagittarius, I'm here for you, because, what I see here is you're sort of waiting, and the other person is waiting as well. But, for being the fire sign, you're kind of driven to want to pursue this connection. So the third card is going to be the relationship. Oh my goodness. The Two of Cups. Whatever this harmonious relationship is Sagittarius. And the end is the Two of Cups. You guys are meant to be together. Whoever it is, it could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, whoever it may be, but you get the Two of Cups in this relationship. But I just feel like, with these, two cards at the beginning, is that you feel like you're at a standstill, at a stalemate somehow. Maybe you're kind of waiting for the person to take action, but sometimes it's actually best to actually take action yourself before the other person, rather than just waiting around. So let's see what the fourth card has for the past. Oof. The Five of Grails, the Five of Cups. Of course this was in the past, because if you look here, it looks like you're just kind of waiting, because maybe you've been single for too long, and the problem is that you kind of feel, or in the past you felt disappointment, and maybe something negative happened, but whatever it was, it left you feeling all like in a form of disparity, and somehow, because but yet this looks like a really good connection for you, Sagittarius. Whoever this may be. It could be somebody, doesn't per se have to be an earth sign, but it could also be somebody who's quite wealthy, has a job, stuff like that. But it just seems like that, you need to take the action, because the fifth card is, the future. Now, it's called the Five of Scepters, the Five of Pentacles. And, yeah, maybe, it may seem like a good idea, but maybe not. I mean, it doesn't mean that there's going to be conflict. Maybe there's competition, because maybe other people have their eyes on this person, or they might even have their eyes on you. So there seems to be some kind of like conflict or competition headed in the future, because maybe, you may be having competition with other people that are saying, oh, I want to be with whoever, this Knight of Pentacles is, and stuff like that. So it just seems like, there's, there might be, conflict, maybe, it's, and that's why you probably, felt blue and disappointed in the past because you knew it was going to actually end badly. Or maybe your current situation is the Two of Cups and you just kind of see it heading in towards a real disastrous situation. Maybe. But it just seems that, sorry, I yeah, my throat's a little dry because of lack of feeding. But it just seems like, the future sort of, looks a bit bleak, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe, you just have a bit of competition headed towards you, but in knowing, you're the fiery, passionate, Sagittarius, the centaur, if this person is worth every penny, if this person is worth it, because, there's a harmonious relationship, going on, I try to stick to, whatever, whoever this person is, because, it could be a third party coming in, another fire sign, another Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, that may be headed towards you, Sagittarius. Maybe that's why it's going to be a Five of Wands kind of moment, because maybe there's going to be an ex of this person coming back, or it could be your ex coming back, and maybe that's what's going to cause the Five of Wands. So my suggestion would be is just to be watchful of any kind of potential drama that could happen. So I'm going to pull a Vampire Oracle and see what the vampire has for Sagittarius. Ooh, transmission, spreading conditions, influence, and impact. Right. In your current situation, you could be, having influence and impact, and maybe the end result could be the Five of Wands. So I think, whatever you're doing right now is try to avoid a future conflict and try to, and maybe, do some counseling or something, or maybe ask, a Hierophant type of person for advice, because, whatever, this, card says about, impact and influence, whatever you do now will probably influence the future. So, yeah, I just think, maybe just kind of work on a bit of a relationship, it seems to be good, but try to avoid maybe any excess, drama and stuff like that, because whatever this Five of Wands is, it can happen or it might not happen, but just kind of be watchful of that. So I'm going to leave it at that for you, Sagittarius. I hope you guys, love my channel. I hope you guys want to subscribe. If you do, please feel free to do so if it resonated. If you guys want to go on our vampire journey together, please feel free to subscribe. Anyway, starting, next week I'm going to go back to regular readings again. So anyway, I just want to thank you all again. I love Sagittarius.